Hello, everybody, mine's the Farm Man, and welcome to episode 51 of our Let's Play on Springhill Farm. So, today we are going to be doing a bit of muck spreading, just in field 17 because we can. So, you can probably just make out we've got a Ford 5000 with a cab and a loader on. That is the Stroll and... what loader is it? Stroll loader with the manure forks. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I was just thinking it was. Yeah, the Ford's private, by the way, like all the Fords I'm using, because you can see that this one has a dirt skin on it. Someone sent me that. So we've got. I'm not going to use this thing because I just bought this one for bales and feeding cows, and I kind of want to use the 5000 for mucking out and stuff like that, and maybe doing a bit of straw blowing. Even though it has the 3000 engine on it. That is incredibly loud. I've never got why they are so loud. Come on. Okay, this back road here is a bit muddy. Right, so we've got to try and get this right. There we go. So I have got the little red tractor hauling grain to try and build us some money. We've only got 20 cows because I've sort of taken this, like I said, this Let's Play back in time, so... if only I could get used to doing this in cab. How much is that? 29%. So it isn't going to take too much. The Marshall trailer is a bit too modern, I reckon. So yeah, this tractor's just going to be used for mucking out and stuff like that. But we've got quite a lot of manure and quite a lot of manure to shift, so it's not like it's ever going to really, like it's not going to be used. I think it can pick up silage as well. I think it is a silage fork. Which would be good to use because then I can sell that big thing there. And I kind of wanted to use this manure up instead of going into... instead of using artificial fertilizer, just because this is basically free fertilizer here. We've got right here. It looks a bit blocky on here, this is the thing. It just looks like a complete block. Which, in real life, if you ever pick up manure, never does. You'll either have bits on the fork that haven't got any on, and it'll be like a big clump or something like that. So yeah, this is going on field 17. I've bought a lot of other fields, just dotted around. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, and a few others, just to give us some more fields to play with. $87, so I reckon two more shovelfuls should do it. Now the reason I've gone back down to 35 cows I think it is, I was talking to Hayden and he said, and I said, I'm looking to do how many cows do you reckon it'd be on like a vintage farm, and he says about 35, well about 20 something, but I thought 35 is a good number. because you still make a bit of manure. And this is the one thing with these Fords, they're only one wheel drive. I think that's diff lock, isn't it? I can't remember. Okay, that was a rubbish attempt. So yeah. So that means I kind of want to get rid of everything modern. Modernish to an extent. I'm going to keep the bale forks, obviously, because they're just so easy to use. And what the fuck have you got stuck on? I've got the homemade bale trailer somewhere. Out of, what's it? Okay, right, you're full. Also, I released the first episode of Sandy Bay, I think it is. That map, so... And a lot of people have enjoyed it. So that's really good, actually. I'm quite happy people have actually enjoyed it. So even this has the Ford 3000 noise on it. Well, engine note anyway. Now this should power this. I'm hoping it will. Right, so when you guys hear this video, I'm hoping the volume is not extremely loud. Oh, there's quite a lot of things missed in this field. Now I do like this Ford 7000 with this dirt skin. It is actually really nice. These were sent to me by a friend. I don't know. Well, I can't remember his name. But can't quite remember his name. So I have no idea how you do one of these fields. I think it's just up and down like that, isn't it? You just sort of start. Okay, this is going to be a lot slower than I thought. To be fair, it doesn't really matter if this takes a bit longer. This is going to make a pretty good, interesting episode. I know spreading manure is not that interesting to most people, but it is to me. I don't know why it is, it just is. It's one of them jobs that's like, it's not too dull, if you get what I mean. And then you have to drive, I think you drive up the bit you've done, don't you? Like that, to get the bit that's next. Is it like that? Is that what you do? I have never worked with a side flinging manure thing before anyway, so I have really no idea. But the Ford 7000 seems to be handling it quite fine actually. So it gives us about 2 rows per fill, which is not too disgraceful. I mean, I'm trying to find a small toe behind one so I don't have to use the side one, but I cannot really find one that fits what I want it to do. If that makes absolutely any sense. Now, if this was real life, the compaction, probably doing this would probably just wreck your field, I'm assuming. Driving up and down like this, so I bet there is a quicker way to do it. But if someone uses a side muck spreader in real life and this is how they do it, please let me know, just so I don't feel lonely. Or just let me know, because I get quite intrigued on how people do stuff in real life. I have also sent an application form for a, what is it? A herder, I think it is, at a dairy farm. An apprentice herder, I think it's called. Or something like some herdsman, I think it is. I don't know. I'll have to remember the name. I'm not really good at remembering names. But I applied for one of them today. Well, for that job in particular. So, fingers crossed I get something back off them. And not just bugger off, we've already got someone. Which I think would be quite cool to see. Because then I'll really know how to do stuff in real life, because then I can say I do it for a living. But so I figure if we just leave the forks like this when they hit this thing, and they just sort of slope down like that. So we are nearly on 1,100 subscribers. We only hit 1,000 subscribers, like, I think it was about a week ago ish, a week and a bit. You might be wondering what the 1,000 subscriber special is. There's a choice. You can either see an update on the Ford when the new parts come tomorrow, so I'll record that maybe Thursday-ish, and we'll fit a couple of new parts or something like that. So you can see me do that, or you can see, or do you want to see what setup I have for my computer? What like computer setup do I have? What computer I run at? What mouse? What keyboard? And all that crap. So there are your options. So we can either do a Ford video on the Power Major update and a little bit of adding a few parts and stuff, or we do a gaming setup, which I think some people did ask me to do it, but I just thought if I throw two choices out there, then it's not like I've just picked it myself. But I'm leaning more towards actually filming my game setup, because I know a lot of people have asked for that, and we've had quite a lot of Ford videos, and it'll only be putting a couple of small parts together, so it might look a bit tedious. But it's your choice. If I get enough people to say one thing and not enough for the other, then I'll just do that. But personally, I would like, well, I don't even know why. I always give you guys choices in these things, because I could literally be an arsehole and just say I'm doing whatever I want, which sometimes I do. I don't give you free reign all the time, but I think it's nice every so often. So if you'd like to see that, I may record just putting the Ford back together as just a standard real life video, just like another vlog, if you so want to call that. Just so it is on the channel, and it doesn't look like I've neglected it, because I can't remember the last. I think I did the startup on it when it was in the shed having brakes done. So, but it's in the shed now, and it has. If you follow my Instagram account, you'll have seen the pictures of what it looks like, because it's the cylinder head's not on it anymore. So yeah, lots of stuff is happening to it. Lots and lots and lots. I'll just stick that back in there. So this Ford 5000 is quite nice. They are private, by the way. I just mentioned that, but I know for a fact someone will comment asking me where I got them from. It always happens. It's not a big deal. I'm not going to cry over it. It is just literally. And I don't really do swapping mods, so because I kind of don't want to get in trouble. I'm sure some other pages will swap mods and stuff like that, but I kind of hesitate, because I don't want to get into. This is someone else's work here, and I don't want to give it away. Which may sound like I'm being greedy, but it's just they gave it to me out of their own risk. I'm not going to risk myself giving it away to other people. So I hope you understand. But there has been a set of Fords released on LS Planet, I think it is, or Portal, and they are a set of. I haven't got them, but it's a set of Fords like these two. So these two here. It goes TW 15, 30, 35, and some other one. I didn't really have a good look at them. I just sort of clicked on them and then clicked off them. I probably found something more interesting to look at. Well, not more interesting, but I found something that captured my attention. and then we can seed this field. Now I would presume you'd put manure on it and then plough it, cultivate it and seed it, but as we don't have a plough, I'm just going to put it on and seed straight over it. Yeah, 15 minutes. So hopefully this video hasn't been too boring. So as people have said, they want to keep this going, so this is why I'm recording this video. I'm going to do what I'm doing now and just have, because it actually gives me a break from each map. If I leave a day where I don't upload anything, like I think it was the other day, before I'd recorded, I uploaded a video, then I didn't upload one the night after, and then I did upload one. It just takes the workload off, really. It's not. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna go like TCGG Rob and just never bother uploading again. Well, not to offend him, but like, because he hasn't uploaded for a good couple of weeks or so because of his new job and his dying PC and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna go down like that. I'm gonna keep this channel going as long as I can, really. So even if I did get a job, I'd still try and find time, even at night. Even if I just had to pre-record stuff, like I spent my only day off just recording videos and had them set to upload, I'd still do it like that, just because it just keeps the channel alive. And then I could reply to comments if I'm waiting for something to arrive in the post, or I'm waiting for something to happen at work. But anyway, not to get too over-optimistic, because I may not get the job yet. Well, I might not get the apprenticeship, I should say. And so I'm keeping the engine on that Ford, that other Ford 7000, so I can see how much manure we've got in it. So I haven't actually got to keep getting in it. So it puts 14% in each time. So yeah, this 5,000, this is literally all this 5,000 is ever going to do. Unless I really need another tractor, and I don't think I'm ever going to wash it. I've always wanted a tractor like this, with a cab on it, that could have this loader sort of set up, and I'm just not going to wash it. There is just no... I've always wanted one that's just dirty permanently. So every time I come to use it, it looks like that Ford there, that Ford 7000. And you may be wondering why the frames keep dropping every so often. I have turned something up in my graphic settings. I think it's just like the texture detail, just to make the game look a bit better. So it kind of freaks OBS out, and it like loses a frame. Well, sometimes they dip down to about 12, and then it just shoots back up. So, but yeah. So I think we'll fill this and that'll be it. But we've left the little Velma 359D running. Not running as in just burning fuel, running as in it's actually selling stuff. So if I still had the previous save game we were running, we'd probably have a load of hours on it. We'd probably about have 120, 130 hours on it by now. Which would have been insane, but I just was an idiot and accidentally deleted it, which is really fucking stupid on me. And I might sink these mud planes into the floor a bit more, because they are a bit high. A bit high and in the wrong place, I reckon. It needs to be a mud ground. Well, a dirt ground on the floor for mud to really... I think it works here, where the Ford is now. It works here, but it doesn't really work on that concrete bit over there. So yeah, I'm just going to recap. 1,000 subscriber special. Would you like to see an update video on the Ford and maybe a bit of work? Or, well, actually no. Would you like to see the update on the Ford and the new forklift that has come? Or would you like to just see my game setup? And if my game setup, if my game setup wins, and it's only like 5-10 minutes long, I think I'm just gonna edit a bit of video. I think I might record it, put it up to render, and then go out and record the forklift and the Ford and just add that on the end, so it's kind of a double. So people that didn't want to see the setup and want to see the Ford and the forklift still get to see it in the same video. So it's like, it just adds a bit of length to it. I'm not trying to thin out 5 minutes worth of video. Try and make it last as long as I can. And stuff like that. I think that might work actually. Yeah. I think that's a better solution because it keeps everyone happy then. But it doesn't really matter what order I put them in. If I put it Ford and forklift, then the game's set up. It just means when I was recording, well, when I was... Oh god, I've just left the front thing. Right, so anyway, I'm going to leave this episode here. But thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like down below if you enjoyed. Subscribe for more today. And I shall see all of you in the next video. Happy farming. Bye-bye.